Hello, hello. It is Pippa promotion time and it is Sunday Funday. Yay! I apologize. I was not here last Sunday and now I have to cough. There was my notification that I've gone live. If you're watching the replay, stick around, say hi, don't be shy. I will reply and you might hear some interesting stuff. Question asked that you've always wanted to, but someone else did. Go figure. Say hello. Sasha, hello. I hope you are very well. So the news, the big news this week. Is it true? Good afternoon, John. Is it true? Are we going to be able to have international travel starting next month, December at the latest? Hi, Christy? Kirsty? See, I'm terrible. John, hello. Oh, and a big shout out to people watching this on YouTube. Tracy's in the house. Hello. It's so true. Aha, there we go. So true. Hi, Wendy and Bill. It's interesting, isn't it? And I've used that word a lot. It's one of my favorites. It's just all so interesting. I'm glad that the Prime Minister came out and announced it. Fantastic. What I'm wanting next is documentation, written evidence that this is going to happen. That's just me. Diane, watching on YouTube, I'm wondering if we can cruise from Singapore. Great question. I contacted Royal about 3 weeks ago and they stated, no, it's cruising on the Quantum is for Singaporean residents only, but that is because they didn't have any international travelers. So I have a feeling as soon as international travel can come back to Singapore, they will open it up to anyone. That's just how I feel, what I think. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I definitely still can't book it on the Australian website. Still no go, but give them time. Tracy, no. International travel to everywhere but New Zealand. I heard New Zealand was going to be, we didn't have to home quarantine. That New Zealand was that good, we could just come on in and come on over. So fingers crossed. Felicity, hello. What news? I have no sound on phone at the moment. Just the news about international travel. I think that's huge. I've had a lot of, I'm going to call them naysayers, saying it's not going to happen. And you know what? If it does, international travel back in 2021, hello. So bring that on. John, it will be up to the individual state premiers to decide, as in if they have international travel. But what about if I go to, I don't know, I was going to say South Australia, Darwin. Does Darwin do direct flights to Los Angeles? What about if I go from there and then fly back into Darwin and then stay then home quarantining in Darwin for 7 days and then just fly back to Brisbane? Does that work? Is that acceptable? Is that okay? Can we cruise in December? Great question. Again, nothing official. They haven't even mentioned the word cruising. And again, a lot of naysayers are out there saying not going to happen. But if they have international travel resumed for Australia, people coming and going, and the majority of cruise lines are stating their itineraries, it's all internal, Australia only. Ooh, hang on. Let's get this. Let's focus back up on the cruise people. That's how I get back into focus. So where was I? Why can't there be cruising? Royal Caribbean still on the books, still selling tickets. I'm definitely looking, but again, I will just wait until it's all the boxes are ticked, the government's given the big green light, and it all goes ahead. And then I definitely will be cruising out of Brisbane. What is it, in February or March? March, I think. John thinking we'll be cruising out of Europe before Australia. Oh, we're cruising out of everywhere before Australia. Let's definitely. No travel when open. No travel when open, no quarantine. Well, I'm confused. Can't fly to New Zealand at the moment. Oh, where am I? Oh. Okay. No New Zealand travel for now. They have had 22 cases yesterday. Crazy, crazy. Peter said on the news today, New Zealand home quarantining from Australia. There we go. Finding it hard to believe that we will at all this year. It's interesting that you have two states in lockdown. Absolutely. You have states locked out, border closures, and apparently there's international flights next month out of Sydney. It is very, very interesting. Scott's in the house. You could if you were a Northern Territory resident. Why? What, that I could come and go from the Northern Territory? Why do I have to be a resident? I have property there. That's not a problem. I love a good challenge. All right. John, Qantas doing London flights via Darwin now, not Singapore. Going to direct. Used to be Perth, but Perth closed the door. Can't let anyone in to Western Australia. It's a great state, but they locked me out. Here we go. Better question. Will Royal Caribbean operate in January? Why won't they operate in December? They have cruises out of Sydney in December. If they're not here in January, definitely no cruising this cruise season for Royal Caribbean. And you would have to think that there will be cruising out of Australia come October, November. Myself personally, I definitely will be cruising before October 2022. John, there is only 2 cruises out of Brisbane. That is correct. There is 2 cruises out of Brisbane. One's a 3-nighter cruise to nowhere, and one is 8 nights up to Queensland return. Good afternoon, Colleen. And 1 territory. Matthew, hello. Argentina opens 1st of November. I'm doing expedition to Antarctica come February. Just saying. #outstanding. Who are you flying with to get over there? Very nice, very nice. John, is it the airline saying that? Not the individual states. Which question? Sorry. Start cruises from Tasmania. I'm looking at cruises going to Tasmania. There is 2 cruises. One's a 8 and one's a 10 via Tasmania to South Australia. It was $1,600 for 10 nights, $160 a night. I'll take that. There will be the last one to come on board with international travel, I read. Absolutely. Everywhere. I don't know any other, and I tag New Zealand in this, all right? But I don't know anywhere else in the world that, and was it Argentina? Brazil somewhere. Melbourne is the most locked down city from the pandemic ever. So that's all interesting. Felicity's confused. I'm sorry. It's all go. Scott, the federal government is still convinced that cruising is a high risk. Okay. I have not seen that. And my state premier was out at the beautiful International Cruise Ship Terminal saying that in months, so that is possible, that there will be, she said small cruises. I'm sure she meant short cruises. She doesn't know the lingo. But again, Scott, you said, what did you say? You said nothing until at least 2022. Oh, where did I go? Oh, all right. I might have missed some comments. Anthony, hello, hello. Emirates, long way. Well, I thought you were going to say long way around. That wouldn't be cool. Flight starting in November. Elena, hello, hello. Nothing has happened yet. It's so true. And that is why I state I want to see it in writing. I want the government to put it on their beautiful letterhead and post it out. But you know what? The fact that the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, came out and stated it, said it, I'm still happy with that, sir. All right. Now, what I did today was my children have got Crown and Anchor numbers and they've been cruising for years, but I never actually signed them up through the website for their own account for the Crown and Anchor, if you know what I mean. They're teenagers now. They have their own email address. I could have put my email address, but I chose to give it to them, like put their email address down. But I opened their account and they saw their cruises and their past cruises, and it was very, very cool. So that's how I keep my dream alive. I think the whole of Australia is wanting a good news story. Hi, Natalie. All right. So that was my exciting news. Saying that, I also got onto the Crown and Anchor, got onto my cruise planner, and it's a different format. Has anyone noticed that recently in the last couple of days, or is that old news? I just haven't checked for a while, but it's a different layout on your cruise planner. Has anyone had that? John, if Royal Caribbean wants to cruise in December, when would the vessel need to start being prepared? I always understood it was 3 months. Okay, so the cruise ship that they have coming out of Sydney in December is Ovation of the Seas. Ovation of the Seas is in Alaska at the moment, cruising around, fully crewed, fully stocked. That does not need 3 months to start up. All righty. It's going to leave Alaska next month, I believe. Take a long time to get here. I don't know. Go via Asia a little bit. I don't know. But it definitely doesn't need that 3 months build up. But I know that Royal Caribbean will have to make a decision what they're going to do, the same as the Australian government. Yes, only for one of my 3 cruises. There you go, Wendy. Cool. So that's interesting that the cruise planner changed for one of them. Tracy, yes. Okay, cool. Much more friendly, mobile friendly. Aha. Can't remember the last time you went onto the cruise planner. I hear that. Saying that, I don't think, who's on my Halloween group cruise? John? What is it? Unlimited dining package is, I've forgotten, $34 a day. Great deal. I'm definitely thinking about it. It's on the Radiance. And so, Rick's here. You have, was it Samba Grill? You have Chops, you have Azumi's, and you have Giovanni's. So that's 4 awesome restaurants. It is a 4-night cruise. How convenient. Also, then doing the side-by-side, flying up to Brisbane, going on the first cruise out of Brisbane for that, not inaugural, for that season, for the 2022-2023 cruise season. And that, the cruise planner, I think, had the ultimate dining package on that cruise for like $41. It was, might have even been more, 44. It was crazy. Anyway, look, Sasha, just check out the cruise planner. I know it might be sad, but there might be some deals there. Rick, won't be cruising with Royal Caribbean until they reissue my FCC. So maybe by 2026 they reissue. I tell you, it's that, I say they have no idea. but they were never meant to have an idea because this was never meant to happen, and they just had to learn as they go. But 1,000%, they've been doing it for over 18 months. They should be a little bit better. I don't know, a little bit better on the old calculator. I don't know. Someone sent me a very good spreadsheet to keep control of your cruises. Well, that's so nice of them. I hope it's definitely, I don't say worthwhile. I don't know, used. Wendy, that was the only Trans-Pacific. Other two for South Pacific don't change. See, I don't know what, I'm having different conversations and I can't remember. The Uber cruises are in the house from YouTube. G'day. Anne's in the house. Great terminal. Wish we could use it. Well, look, if you're in Brisbane, the outer regions, and you haven't been vaccinated and you wish to, I would highly recommend going to the Brisbane International Cruise Ship Terminal because it was so quiet. I can't remember the day I went, Friday. Went on Friday, walked straight in, walked straight out. It was really very cool to be in the terminal. Sad that I wasn't going on a cruise, but I finally got in. Dale, hello. That sounds wonderful, the Halloween cruise. Yes, it will be. It will be awesome. There will be costumes. There will be pub crawls. There will be tournaments. There will be cool people. There will be the radiance of the seas. I think it's the second or third cruise out of Sydney on the Radiance as well. If definitely, if you like a smaller ship, it's 4-day cruise. Get on board. Give Gabby TA a call. All right, where was I? Wendy, hello. We got FCCs, but the codes don't work when making the booking. Yes. So, from what I've heard, if you had an FCC and you used it towards a cruise and then that cruise got cancelled and then you got reissued the old FCC number, then it's stating that you've already used it. And you have to, unfortunately, ring up and say, hey, I've got this FCC number and it's saying it's not valid, but it is. And then they hit a button and it all gets fixed. But definitely annoying. I've got about, I don't know, 5 or something, and I just don't want to ring them up. Oh. Rick, same amount of specialty restaurants on Radiance as Ovation. I'm not sure why everyone thinks it has less. I didn't say it did. And you not corrected me, but you informed me months ago. And my question to you is, though, because the Ovation or Quantum's a newer ship, they hike the price up. Hey, I'm onto them. But definitely keep an eye out. And you know what's really awesome and easy? If you're doing a 10-night cruise, because then you can just drop the decimal point over and see immediately how much something is going to cost you per day. Just saying. Or I just have to ask my husband. Vanuatu would talking that they won't be open for quite a long time. Oh, I heard Fiji, like, isn't there flights going out of the East Coast to Fiji? They're like, welcome, come on back, come on down. Neil, we're on Ovation for Hawaii to Sydney, October 2022. What's your thoughts on French Polynesia, e.g. Tahiti, burning ships with more than 3,500 people? Well, I guess it'll be interesting if you have that amount of people on the ship. I know that there are people in the States now that think that there'll be a lot more people on the ships, but even now you've got, Odyssey, which is a brand new ship from Royal out of, where is it? Out of Miami. And there's still only 800, 900 passengers on board. So I don't know how many people will be on board. I definitely have heard about talk in French Polynesia, but again, it's all too soon and we just have to wait and see. What are the dates again? For the Halloween group cruise, we're talking 28th of October, 2022. 28th to the 1st. Get out of town. Look at this little YouTuber. G'day, buddy. Ring Royal Caribbean destroys my soul. I totally hear you, Rick. It's crappy. And the thing is, if you find someone that is really good, you really should get their name, their extension number, hours that they work, and go, hey, can I call you up tomorrow? Or can I call you up this time next week or something? Because, yeah, they're a diamond. And is Lullapa still a go-ahead? I'm sure it is. It's still on their website and it's all being postponed. So one day. Yes, Fiji will open and not Vanuatu. Well, then Royal will be just moving some destinations, itineraries around. They'll make it work. Should be in bed. Who should be in bed? What are you saying, John? What's going on? Robert, hello. On the same Trans-Pacific, and by October, I think Tahiti will open. Well, yeah, because remember, we're talking about September, October 2022. And that is 2020, 2021, 2022. 3 years. Craziness. Thanks. Unfortunately, we're booked on MSC in the Med at that time. Nice. Your son? What are you talking about? It is 6:43. Let's talk about that other subject, please. Did I say 6:43? I meant 4:43. Jesus. Daylight savings. So what's the time? I've got to get used to that again. All right. So it's nearly 6 o'clock on the East Coast, whereas Queensland's always behind, and it's only 4:43. I would love daylight saving. Yes, please. My son should not be in bed. Alrighty. I will not let you forget, though, not only one Ocean Time group cruise on the Halloween, it's the inaugural, which is even 2.0 because the first one got cancelled and postponed. And anyway, got this one. Ocean Time group cruise Quantum of the Seas, 20th of January 2023. Put your hand up if we're going to be cruising in January 2023. Yes. 10 nights. See? I don't have to think about things. 10 nights going to, wait for it, Brisbane, 2 days cruising, Port Vila, overnight. Hello. And guess what you can do in Port Vila? You can take a day trip to Lullapa and go see what they've done and if they've done anything. Do you think I might do that? Yeah, I think I would. Mystery Island, then Noumea, 3 cruise days back, 3 sea days back. That sounds divine. And again, what do we get on board? We get access to Ocean Time events, including sail away parties, cabin crawls, trivia, scavenger hunts, slot pools in the casino coaching even. And if you win any jackpots, I accept tips. Hi, Michelle. Michelle wants to go. She's ready. January 2023 for sure. Brisbane 20 years and 1 hour behind Victoria. I was going to say, I will tell you now that I believe in the near future I'm going to fall in love with the city that I've lived in for quite a number of years that I still don't really think much of. Is that bad? But I believe I'll be falling in love with her very soon. And I will divulge later information. John, Mystery Island is chomping at the bit for customers. I have not read that Vanuatu is open yet. I've only been to Mystery Island once. I think we got cancelled maybe once or twice. Can't wait to go back, absolutely. No need for helping, John. Thank you very much. Hands up, but we'll be sailing in the Caribbean in January 2023. Oh my goodness. Well, now you're talking. What about we have the Icon that's coming out in 2023. I'm definitely looking forward to the Icon. And then we've also, big news, you've got the Edge coming down under to Australia. So actually, Michelle, does the Edge have plants on it? It does, because it's got that garden up the top, yeah? So I've heard that people said that there's no way that Oasis class ships will come to Australia because of Central Park and all the plants. And I said, that's not true, because on the ship, the plants are already, I don't know, what's the word? Already been sprayed, if you know what I mean. It's not like they're getting off the ship because the plants will stay on. But yeah, thank you. Eden has the rooftop garden. Celebrity has said, committed, that the Edge is coming down onto Australia. So any Oasis class ship that definitely can fit into Brisbane can come on down and don't have to worry about the plants. Sauces has a lawn and a few plants. There you go. Plants everywhere in Eden on Edge and rooftop garden. All right, let's do this. Robert, are you now more tempted to do Navigator with borders open? Heck yes. Yes, I am. If I just wish that I booked it 4 days ago with double points, because double points has ended. But I wish I'd booked. Definitely will be on Navigator in 2022, for sure. I don't want to spend that amount of money, but I can't help myself. Do you supply multiple mobility scooter for the bar crawl at the group cruise? No, I don't. I don't supply them. I can get you a wheelchair and you can ask someone to push you around, or you can do it yourself. I hope we don't drink that much. Robert, petition, get Wonder down under. That's what I say. Well, so it's going to the States for a couple of cruises or a couple of months, then going back to Europe. Why not bring it down under? My understanding is that the grass on Celebrity is specifically planted with grasses from Australia. Not sure if that is true. It's a great story. Amanda, love to go on the Edge. Yes, I agree. Oh, Michelle has a booking on Wonder in May in the Med, still deciding if we're going. But it's good that you booked it with double points. Wish I was that smart. I wish that my friend Ron Hiller would remind me and not just remind his American friends, because they're a day late and so I missed out. Anyway, all right, I have to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm getting excited, really. Come on. Please be more positive than negative. Look for the silver lining in the clouds, because you know what I absolutely love? Yes, good, Michelle. Do you know what I love is, doesn't matter if it's the best or worst day out, right? It's all cloudy or stormy and all of that. You get in an airplane and then you take off and then you get above the clouds and the storm and the whatever. What is there? It's a beautiful blue sky. That's what I think. That's what I think. You're all over it, Clinton. I agree. John, I'm positive we won't sail this season from Oz. Did you just not hear my story? I'm positive it will be negative. Come on, guys. Group hug. All righty. Have an amazing week. I know I will be. John, I'm about to reach out to you. I've got some very exciting news. Rick, and things are looking better, but still nowhere near where it will have to be for me to travel overseas. Got it. And we can just always look forward. Absolutely. False positive. Ciao. Alrighty. Thanks for being on board, guys. See you later.